If you're anything like me and your brain shuts down the moment you have to plan, explain, remember, and regulate emotions all at the same time, then this video is for you. I'm going to share with you the 5 ways that I use AI as cognitive scaffolding at home to help me manage my ADHD and our ADHD home. Quick introduction to me. My name's Jenefer, founder of Your ADHD Home. I am a neurodivergent parent to a neurodivergent child, and I have over the last couple of years found that AI has become increasingly integrated into not only my work but also my everyday life and how I manage home. So the number one thing that I use it for is meal planning. Now this is something that I really struggle with. It's the thing is having to work out what meals we're going to have, remembering what meals everybody likes, trying to sync up new ideas. Mentally, I find it absolutely exhausting. Inevitably, I will do the shopping, forget things, end up going out, popping to the shops midway through cooking and things like that. It's just something I've always really struggled with. NotebookLM is my tool of choice when it comes to meal planning. And the reason for NotebookLM for us as a family is we have particular dietary requirements and needs that have to be accounted for. We have preferences. Well, I say preferences, safe foods. I think it's really important actually that we don't talk about those as preferences, but they are specific. Like those foods have to be specific, and even the AI will be like, oh, they like hot dogs. Oh, that means they'll like a sausage casserole. No, if they like hot dogs, it's hot dogs. So the advantage of using NotebookLM is that it uses your sources. So I have provided it with a list of the safe foods. I've provided it with a list of foods that I need for my health, for example. I also did some research. I thought, well, if I'm going to do this, I might as well do it properly. So I used some of the deep research tools to research what was good for, say, a woman of my age compared to a teenager and things like that to try and get some healthy meal planning in there. And now we've got our fundamentals, kind of this is what we like to eat. And each week I go in and go, right, this is our weekly plan. And it already knows sort of like this day we're going out to clubs and therefore we've got this like window that where we need to eat. Plan my menu for me, and it will put together a combination of the meals, and it will do things like saying, well, actually, if you do this meal, say, I don't know, bolognese, you can do it for pasta with the children, but you could have it with jacket potato, things like that. So it gives those suggestions as well. For me, absolute game changer, has made life so much easier. Once it's got the menu and I'm happy with it, I just say, all right, now produce me the shopping list. And again, works perfectly. I get my shopping list, open my Tesco's, put the shopping order together. It just takes a lot of that cognitive load off of me in terms of trying to meal plan. So that one, absolutely really helpful. The next one, packing lists. Again, this is something I really struggle with. Blank page, what do we need to take on holiday? Or even, what do I need to have out with us for a day out? So going into an AI, and by this I mean Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, any of those kind of generalist tools, going into it and saying, right, this is where we're going on holiday. This is what we're doing. So self-catering, camping, hotel, whatever it is. These are some of the activities that we might be doing, or when we get there, we'll be looking for activities in the area. Tell me what I need to pack. I was absolutely amazed at what come back. It would look at things like, well, you're going at this time of year, so you'll need sunscreen, but you'll also need jumpers because it will get cool in the evening. All of that sort of detail was thought about by the AI, which meant I didn't have to think about it. The other added thing, if we use this for like our day trips, because often when we've got neurodivergent children, our day trips require quite a packing list of their own, we can use the apps on our phone. So I use it on my phone. So for example, I might be using Gemini. I might use the Gemini app. I'll have that chat available. In some of them, I might have it set up as a project. I can go in there and be like, right, I'm out and about. I've forgotten this thing. You didn't put it on the list. I didn't think about it. But now I've gone in and said to you while I'm out and about, so literally while it's on top of the mind because we've just forgotten it, add it to the list for next time. And that way the lists improve regularly, as opposed to by the time we've got home from our day out, there's no way I'm going to remember the thing that I forgot in order to remember it next time. So again, really helpful because it's the tool that's available and on the go, because it's an app on my phone as well. The next one, and if you have either yourself or a child who has particular likes for things and therefore wants another of the same, this one is really, really useful. Google Gemini, take a photo, ask it where you bought it, ask it where I can buy it again, ask it even what it is. I had this situation where we were looking to replace a mattress, wanted to replace it with exactly the same mattress, but I had no idea. Went for my emails, tried to find when I'd ordered it, but it was years ago. I described like what I bought it with, when I bought it, took a photo of it, and it came back with, yeah, that stitching on there, that's absolutely this particular brand, and this is where you can go and buy it now. Also enabled me to actually buy it cheaper because it told me the places I could buy it. Like, that was an absolute godsend. And there's so many times where we find that when we're dealing with neurodivergent children. So maybe it's at our local supermarket stopped selling their favourite snack, or they've got this pair of trousers they absolutely love and we can't remember where we bought them and we want to buy more. Take a photo, ask the AI, say Google Gemini for this is really good. Really, really useful. So that one is a top tip and very specific to those of us who are neurodivergent as to why that is so important. My next tip is a little bit similar, and this is for troubleshooting. Now, again, if you've got a neurodivergent child who melts down, finds it really difficult to deal with things not working, but they like doing things like playing Roblox or anything else online. We had it where our TV, Netflix, Disney, all of that were crashing. They were going slow. We couldn't work it out. AI, and again, it's Google Gemini for this particular one, has become my tech support. Like, you get this pop-up that causes your child to like have an absolute meltdown because this error message has come up. You take a photo of it and ask Gemini, what does this mean? Actually, I've also used it on my washing machine, got an error code come up on the washing machine, took a picture of the whole washing machine, and it told me exactly what the error code was for that particular make model and what to do about it. When we couldn't get the TV to be watchable and it just kept glitching, again, it told me absolutely step by step the things I needed to do in order to reset everything and get everything working again. So that one, especially when you're dealing with melting down at the same time, or you're just overworked and stressed as a parent and you're like, I just do not need this extra challenge to deal with. Going straight to the AI, getting that answer, knowing what to do with it, like it's a game changer. It makes life so much easier. And again, depending on the age of children, we can start them to develop these skills as well around how to use AI to support themselves as part of their just general independent skills. And my final one, I don't know if this is just a tip for us neurodivergent parents or maybe a little bit wider with parenting, but I used this one at Christmas this year when I was struggling for ideas for Christmas presents for children. One of the things I can find difficult around it is, like, for example, I might know that a child needs makeup or wants makeup, but I don't know what the TikTok brands are. I don't know what is ideal or safe for their skin at that age. It's just not something that I've ever been very good at knowing or following or keeping up with. Being able to go into an AI and say, this is the age of my child, this is what they're into, this is what they like, these are the things that might influence them and what is cool, or the thing that they would particularly want to open on Christmas morning. And again, the AI came back with some really helpful suggestions around what would work, what the child might like, ideas that I hadn't considered or thought of, so they were a little bit out of the box. Those were really ideal, and again, just took that pressure off, particularly if you've got children who are like, oh, I don't really know what I want, or actually what they do want is ridiculously expensive gadgets that perhaps you haven't got the funds for, and so you're looking for things that are still going to make them smile on Christmas Day, even though you know it's not quite what they want. There's all sorts of reasons as parents why it can be really hard to know specifically what to get your child for Christmas, birthdays, to know exactly what they want. So again, AI really helpful for that particular research for me. And again, that one was Google Gemini that I used for that as well. So that's just 5 of the ways that I use AI every day to help me with just managing life and parenting. I've got loads more tips. I've got a video coming on using AI for homework help. So if this is something you want to know more about, or you've got specific questions, stick them in the comments and I will try and answer them on the next video. In the meantime, if you are finding my videos useful, hit that like button and the subscribe. It all helps my channel to grow and me to reach more people. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video.